Okay, this will be a 3-card soulmate reading as well as a 6-card reading. Reason why I'm doing that, I didn't really like the reading I was getting, and I'm tired of posting those because for me they're not really saying nothing. I'm in a different place right now, so I might not be at the place where a lot of Leos is at. Although I did hear one tarot card read on YouTube that had my feeling where I'm at right now. A lot of Leos are in another location right now, but I'm in a different location as a Leo. So I do have a 3-card tarot, which you should be looking for. After I do this reading, it will be immediately followed on this video by a 6-card tarot to find out what's going on with something else. Same theme though. It's all gonna be about soulmates and stuff like that. And we'll see. All right. So you're looking at the 3-card tarot. As you can see, Aquarius, the star card is in the mood of the day. So the mood of the day would be the star card, Aquarius energy. And again, the Emperor is still in the emotions love position because as we learned, the Emperor guards his heart. And to be honest, like what y'all gotta understand, it's not so much guarding your heart as it is, you just move on. It's one of those things. Sometimes you're just not in the mood for anything. You're just not in the mood. And that could change too, but you're just not in the mood. So that's how the Emperor is. He's chilling, he's minding his own business. He's trying to protect his whatever, and that's what he's worrying about. He's not worrying about anything else. So that mood is definitely correct. And then in the work and career section is a High Priestess, and she is the boss of everything, especially when she's in the work career sector, because she's telling you something. So now I'm going to read what they say, and you should be able to read the same thing I'm going to read. You feel unhappy in yourself today. With me, it's more or less like chilling. Not necessarily unhappy, just chilling. And things are going smoothly on the romantic front. No, it says you feel happy in yourself today. Okay, just chilling. Not happy, not unhappy, just chilling. And things are going smoothly on the romantic front under the combined influence of the star and the Emperor. And it all depends on what they mean by things are going smoothly. Fortune smiles on your determination to win someone's love, and their feelings for you may be revealed. So I did have a soulmate experience, but again, this is higher self communication, stuff like that. Synchronicity. So they did kind of reveal something today, but again, it's on a higher level. So if you don't understand that, then it may not be a revelation to you. But for me to understand how this works with synchronicities and everything, it definitely was a revelation. You radiate an air of sincerity and confidence that bodes well for mutual respect and calm in your emotional affairs. In your professional life, there are no stresses or complications indicated. The influence of the star and the high priestess is showing you how to approach your daily tasks in as relaxed way as possible. You are calmly, logically moving towards the goals you set for yourself. Your lucky star is improving your self-awareness and allowing you to progress. So everything's cool. So how I get this, because I'm basing what I'm about to say on previous readings, a lot of previous readings. Again, the star is always trying to maintain balance between the feminine, the intuitions, the feelings, the emotions, the water, and the masculine, the ground. Now, a red bird did show up recently, And when a red bird shows up, for me, it means one or two possibilities or both. And I think it definitely meant something with the soulmate. Because when that bird showed up, that's when I was outside working on the yard and everything. And the one female showed up that lives in that house that burnt down, but they built it back up. Same ethnic background as my twin, but also my soulmate. They're all the same ethnic background. And from the moment that female showed up and smiled at me or whatever, all females started coming out of nowhere, out of everywhere. Was very beautiful. And then that's when our red bird showed up. So it's definitely like a message from her. And now you see that red bird right there. So this was more what I would say a soulmate message. And see, Aries can also be employment. Just so you know that. Anything with the number 4 can be employment. But he's just about his business. He's not about the silly stuff. He's got the white beard. He's older. He's not really with all that silly lovey-dovey bullshit and all that chasing and all that foolishness. He's about his business. So the high priestess is saying, yeah, I understand that. But her being in a career position with the star card, first is kind of giving you some hope. Because the star card is kind of like inspiration. And it could be somebody at the career. Or if you got your own little home, whatever, it could be something she's letting you know it's about to get a little bit better. Or it could even be that implication with that red bird that, like I keep trying to tell you, that soulmate might show up there. Because there's like 2 places that I can be seen. One is the kitchen by that window, and it's always stuff popping off if you've been listening to my more recent videos, or where I work at. So that could happen. Not saying it will, but it could happen. Now, we're going to look at the Biddy the Star card. Hope, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality. So that's all on the star card. So the vibe I'm getting off of it is the universe is saying, you know what, this dude is in one of his moods. Because anybody that know lions, they get like that. They just don't want to be bothered. Like, they're not trying to handle silly shit too much. And, my schedule is packed for shit I got to get done. So I just don't have no time for any of that stuff. And I recently did a video addressing the whole twin flame shit. Just did it today. So it's on the channel. So it is what it is. So what we're going to do now is the 6 card tarot. But just give me a second. I want to make sure I get this before I move on. All right. Now the cards are going to be at the end of this video. So you'll hear them, but you're not going to see them until the end of this video. All right. Let me look at something else real quick. Alright. Stupid shit. Alright. Question will be, please tell me about the female who lives up the street. Now, I don't want to lead any type of question. I don't want to lead it. I want them to just exactly what I said. Please tell me about the female who lives up the street. And that'll be a 6-card tarot. I'm going to say it one more time because I'm looking right at the cards. Please tell me about the female who lives up the street. Now, it's already been shuffled 4 times. And since we just had the High Priestess here, her number is 2. So I'm going to have it shuffled 2 more times, which will be a total of 6. That was 1. This is 2. I'll say it one more time. Now the deck is spread. Please tell me about the female who lives up the street. Now you gotta give me a second, because I don't know if I should wear these glasses. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Alright, how do you feel about yourself? The Strength card. Now remember, you just asked about the female who lives up the street, and the Strength card comes up. And for whatever reason, they didn't give that card a number. And the reason why they probably didn't give that card a number, because that card could be the number 8 or 11. So they're kind of going to just leave it without a number. Alright. But for a soulmate situation, that would be an excellent card. And to be honest with y'all, that's the type of relationship we did have. If this is your first time here, I just never talked to her because she looks exactly, at that time, not anymore, but at that time she looked exactly like my twin flame. And if you don't know what all that means, just go to the other video. It talks about soulmate that's on this channel today. You see her walking the 2 dogs, and that'll explain all that. Give me a second. Alright, so the Strength card, how do you feel about yourself? Strength card. You feel that despite the challenges you have been faced with in the past, present, or future, you will find the strength and courage to succeed. Okay, now that's their interpretation of the card, but you got to also go by what I asked. Please tell me about the female lives up the street. First card that came out was the Strength card. And I'm telling y'all that is quite accurate. You really need, if you haven't listened to that video, you need to listen to it because it's a lot of powerful stuff with her going on. And I'm also telling y'all the difference between her and my twin flame. Whether you are recovering from ill health, a broken marriage or relationship, or challenges at work, you will find the willpower to come out on top. If you're looking to give up any bad habits such as smoking or drinking, for example, it is a good time to do it. So the first card is actually choosing her over the twin flame. And I already talked about that. I already explained why that would be happening. All right. Actually, I did give her a number. I hadn't used my cursor because at the bottom of the page, you know how they tell you to accept cookies and stuff, so that was blocking the bottom of the page. So once I move my cursor up, you see it is the number 8. That number and number 11 were popping up kind of strange the other night. The number 8 is also the infinity number you see over her head. Because when you're dealing with soulmates and all that, these are people you know they're part of your soul, so it would be eternity. It would be that infinite number. Second question, and there it goes again. The same, you see it again. What you want most right now, the Magician card is Mercury energy. The Strength card is Leo energy. And it's got that infinity mark again. He even got flowers sitting right there. I never noticed that before. He's got flowers on the table. Or maybe not on the table, but right next to his little altar, his table, where he works his magic. What you want most is a new love in your life. See, now remember what the question was. Tell me about the woman up the street. The first one, she's your strength. Second one, love. What you want most is new love in your life. In other words, you don't want to go back to you know who. You want to move ahead. What you want most is new love in your life, and when the Magician appears, a new love affair or perhaps a rekindled affair is at hand. All things are possible. And if you didn't hear my last reading, but it said because of I think it was Astrology Answers. They said because of where Mercury is today, that they said you would be talking to your love interest, and it did happen supernaturally. But well, y'all had to listen to that video because we were already talking through, like, you could say dreams or telepathy, and then an actual event occurred to confirm it. What you most want is a new love in your life, and when the Magician appears, a new love affair or perhaps a rekindled affair is at hand. All things new are possible. The result is up to you. It depends on just how much you want it. And Michelle Knight says the same thing. It depends on how much you want it to happen. And the Magician card is encouraging you to make it happen. Now on my natal chart, we're going to see where the Mercury energy is. Wow. At 28 degrees, third house for Leo, because my third house be rocking, and that's the house that my soulmate always draws my attention to, because Venus is in there too. And the Magician card is number 1. Again, new beginnings. Third card, your fears, is the Lover's card. Number 6. This is interesting. Someone's heart is ruling their head. You are so afraid of being hurt, you are remaining paralyzed in non-action. To have or not to have, to stay or to go. Throw caution to the wind. Great happiness awaits you if you can trust what you feel and ignore the fear and do it anyway. And they say that angel is the Archangel Raphael. I just found that out recently. And that's why I was seeing all this green, because green is his color. Green is also the healing of the heart, and green is also the heart chakra on the chakras. And you know how it is, like when it's this time of year, big sun and everything. Because I think they said we already in summer. They said summer came in May instead of June. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but it darn sure looks like summer. And the day was a real hot day, which is why the door was open, which is why I saw the answer I got from my soulmate with those 2 dogs. And we had been in communication through the telepathy and stuff, and then she sent that confirmation. Like a lot of people don't understand what I'm trying to tell y'all is the fact of the matter is, well, I'll give it to you again. I haven't released this video that I want to release on a certain late night show talk host. Now, he was never really famous, but he was well known. But because of his background, the women used to come to his show, and they came with the intent on getting with him. Therefore, when I went to YouTube and just typed in his name, his first and his last name, that's all I typed in, all of a sudden, all these videos came up of all these women that came to his show just for the purpose to get with him. So that's the frequency he was on, and that was a frequency that got generated out, and women picked up on that frequency, and they all came basically for the same reason. And that was about broadcasting as well. So you have frequencies and signals that you do send out, and the universe helps with that. You have telepathy and stuff like that. And believe it or not, that's how the universe works. But if you don't understand that, then you won't accept it. And a lot of times people do have feelings, but maybe they got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or maybe they're just afraid, so they act like it's not true. But it usually is kind of true. All right. And that's card number 3. Card number 6. Card number 4, what's going for you? Look at that, the Hangman, number 12. With patience, this passive time, the time of feeling in limbo and indecision, will pass, and then you will know what decisions to make, what or who to let go of, and how to move on. Whatever self-sacrifice you have to make, you will feel a better and stronger person for it. But they're saying patience right now, Pisces energy, and we were hearing about that in the read today. And even for the first time, the High Priestess, basically, the 3-card tarot, she kind of was agreeing with patience, which that usually doesn't happen with her. And again, looking on my chart again, Neptune is in the 6th house with my vertex at both at 12 degrees, which again is the Neptune energy. And that's the number 12 card, patience. That's the number 12 card that you're looking at, the Hangman, or that you will be looking at. And ironically, Pisces is in my 10th house with Chiron retrograde, which means I've been hurt in that area and it hasn't healed yet. But the uniqueness is Pisces in my 10th house or career house, just like the High Priestess said, but it's 14 degrees. Now 14 degrees is the Aquarius, tarot card, just like you're seeing. And that is the Temperance card, number 14. Sagittarius energy. Alright, so maybe I was confusing that with number 17, which is a Star card. But you may still see that card. Alright, so now let's go back before we go forward. Four cards so far. Alright. Card number 5. What is going against you? The Justice card keeps popping up. Libra energy at number 11. I told y'all I keep seeing that 11 and at 8. Things just aren't going your way. Even if you're in the right or the victim of foul play, you won't win this one. Take care of whose advice you take and beware of being motivated solely by self-interest. And that is Libra energy. My Libra's in my 5th house, but Mars is there. With the number 11 degrees Vesta. So that's interesting, Justice. And you have to be careful. Because if you got number 11, which is the Justice card with Libra, and a lot of that is true, but like earlier in life, because this is your fun house. This is where you're taking risks and taking chances. But with Mars in that house and Vesta, the implication is you could end up locked up for a reason of those areas. So that's why you have to be careful, because like I said, energy is energy. And even the other night, um, Terry Nasa said, "Be careful. You know, this could be a bad whatever." But I did have to go to one stop. But sure enough, a couple of cars did some strange shit, causing me to have to flick on my high beams. And remember, this is a holiday, so cops out there looking for anybody. This is Memorial Weekend, so they're looking for anybody with doing weird shit. So if you got your high beams on, they can pull you over. You know what I'm saying? And one thing can lead to another. Just be crazy stuff. So that kind of went on just yesterday. So you just have to be careful. All right. So I think that number 4 card is encouraging patience, and number 5 card are kind of going together for some reason. All right. The likely outcome is the Death card, Scorpio energy, number 13. This is a transformer. This is a transformational time for you. However turbulent or perhaps distressing some of the events in your life may be, endings always leave room for brand new beginnings. This is a fresh start in life for you. Embrace it and live every day as though it were your last. Life is worth living. Life is worth living. So the question was, please tell me about the female. Yes, she can be your strength. There's an infinite connection between it, just like I'm telling you. It could eventually grow into the lovers. Those are the first 3. But right now, the hangman is saying patience. Something about justice. You got to go through this kind of like whatever it is, justice situation. And the situation you're going through is going to transform you. So that's kind of like what they said. They didn't give any specifics, but they definitely confirmed what I was saying about the feelings and everything else. But they're also saying right now, yeah, they kind of did. They kind of did. What they said about Libra and what I added to it, looking at my chart, kind of made sense. So the high priestess was kind of like saying patience. Stay positive, but patience, and so was the so was the 6 card tarot read. So let me make sure I recorded all 6 cards. All right, I'm out.